I was listening to you the other day, man. It was.
You know I'm a fool. I'm gonna keep it. Hey, I'm a smart fool. I'm gonna
Yeah, you
keep
gotta
it on
slow
them, man.
around a little bit, man. I can't be certain things, boss. You ain't gonna be able to go to no restaurant. You ain't gonna be able to travel nowhere. That's right. That's just gotta.
Yes, I can,
No,
man. Let
you
me.
good. But I'm talking about me. I'm a little rusty.
Oh,
I used to
brother.
be doing all that relationships. I had to get out of there, man.
I hope she does it again, because if she does, I'm in.
Oh, I know you in.
Yeah, I'm on
Yeah,
board.
it was good, wasn't it?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, cool, man. I'll be here, man. Appreciate it, man. Wonderful, man. Okay.
Danny, your shit was good tonight, man.
Appreciate it, man.
I was paying attention.
Phone is blowing up.
Huh?
Phone is blowing up.
Yeah.
Cats are like, man, man, my phone is blowing up.
Hey, man,
Some
you was
heavyweights
cooking.
too. Some heavyweights. Like what?
Yeah, you was cooking.
People back east, I know everybody, so they like, what?
You was cooking, bro.
Appreciate it,
I
man.
was listening in there laughing and
You
shit.
laughing?
I was hoping y'all didn't hear me.
And off your topics, man, I'm like, oh wow.
Come on, man. I'm finna do it.
Oh, I was listening to you the other night. It was hilarious, man. My girl, she's listening. She's like, oh wow. I said, this is so.
I can't let him off the hook, bro. You know I get down.
Oh, you know her too because she used to work at Santa Monica. She knew
Who?
your son,
Who?
Kiana.
Oh, yeah,
She
yeah, yeah, yeah.
worked in the front.
Yes.
She was great as a kid.
Yep.
Yeah, she loved me. So,
My baby boy doing good, too.
yeah, nothing but a blessing, man.
Yep.
Good luck, man. I'm gonna be listening to you, man.
All right,
Your
brother.
topics is a monster tonight.
Love you, man.
I love you too, boy.
All right.
Please give some advice so we can see the light. See the Search first, gatekeeper. Find a path we die. Fighter, shapeshifter, and will protect your home. With the eyes in the front and the back of the head. To chase away evil forces. The movie we can be their escape. So long as you bring the offense. He's got the ashe I can't deny. I am a witness, I'll testify. This song, my only my sacrifice. To the one who can do and undo.
To the passport bros, but did you ever check the white men that do this? No. You know why? Because white men aren't dumb enough like black men to tell us about it. Just like black men are the only stupid ones in the bunch that'll get on the internet and publicly talk trash about their women. Nobody else does this but them. Asian men don't do it. Latin men don't do it. White men don't do it. It's only our men that get on the internet and try to humble us by talking trash about us like it works. Absolutely none of us think that white men don't do this. Hell, that's where the term mail order bride came from. We know that white men do it, but they're just a little bit more with discretion. They got discretion. They have a little bit more dignity. But hell, if white women ain't gonna say nothing, ain't nothing, what we gonna do? Of the movement called the Passport Bro. I just heard about it and I think it's completely insane. So to my understanding, these are American men who are just tired of dating American women, whether they find us too difficult or we're not submissive enough, whatever. So they decide to go overseas and find themselves some foreign love. And you know what? I'm the last person who can judge because of my situation. So I'm not here to diss them, but really, I think the idea is insane because of what I have witnessed in my personal life. So for the bros who are just doing this to have a good time, then I don't gotta warn y'all because y'all know what's up. But for those of you who are seriously trying to look for love.
Yes, the voice of reason is back. It's Monday, and you know I got to come with a heater topic. There's a movement called the Passport Bros. And these brothers they're not just brothers. I mean, they're men of all, I guess, of all races. But as the sister pointed out, the brothers, black men, African American men, go to other countries looking for the traditional minded woman for reasons that may be couched in ideas that feminism has destroyed the nuclear family. Sisters don't want to cook. Sisters don't want to submit. Sisters don't want to respect. Sisters don't want to acknowledge the power of brothers. So they go to other countries where, and particularly third world countries, I guess, where, well, not all third world countries because, there's Asians, they go all over the place to find the traditional woman that will bend the knee. Tonight's topic, Passport Bros. In what countries are black men most coveted for dating? Are black men, this is going to be tough. Are black men relationship quitters? Are they divestors? Is this the black male answer to the black woman's divestment movement? 1-800-920-1580. I want to hear from people today. When I come forward, I've got numbers, people calling in. I've got questions. I've got ideas and concepts. I want to talk about it all today. Don't forget, no profanity on the air. When I come forward, I'm taking phone calls and asking questions.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Congratulations to Trinity Unlimited.
Auntie says, "Oh, you was handsome back in the day." I'm handsome today. What?
Or KBLA1580.com.
Oh, that was backhanded. You was handsome back in the day. Then now you're looking more like a little prune.
Did you know addiction
Yeah,
to drugs
I'm getting
like
old.
meth or cocaine is a disease and not a choice? But getting help is. If you have stimulant use disorder, you, your family, and
Hey, I need y'all to get to the phone lines. I want to hear your thoughts on today's topic.
Choose change.
Wayne Wallace, Mexico, checking in. Call in. 1-800-920-1580. That's 1-800-920-1580. Call in. I got to hear your perspective. Hey, True Monger, call in.
Los Angeles Sparks jump into their 27th season this summer with the most games ever in league history. This historic 40-game season means more world-class play in a city where the party never stops. Get connected to an unforgettable experience and secure your seats now at lasparks.com/tickets.
At Social Security, we are always thinking of ways to save you time and make things easier. That's why we created My Social Security. A My Social Security account allows you to access your earnings history and benefits information, request a replacement Social Security card, get a proof of income letter, estimate and apply for
Come
benefits,
on.
and more. Save time.
Let's get the phone lines popping. Hit the like button. Share the video. Come on, let's get this algorithm going.
KBLA Talk 1580.
Come on, y'all. We got to get those likes up. Only 30 likes, 83 people. Come on. We got to get those likes up. We got to.
Congratulations, Mary-elect Bass and
Welcome back to Unapologetically Progressive.
We got to realize from front to back.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. And this is my very
Yeah, I don't understand the slowdown on the lights.
Live in a minute.
We are proud to have you here. What do you want to say to the listeners of KBLA Talk 1580?
I want to say thank you from just.
Well, I'm not only talking to the people who haven't liked, not the people who have. You've been thanked already.
I just want the listeners to know that I promise you I won't disappoint you. I will be accessible. I will never.
Hey, that was a
forget where
cold
I'm
record.
from, and understand that is my primary motivation.
Congratulations, Mayor-elect
We got to realize
holding
from
all
front to
niggas
back.
accountable to you.
No matter who you voted for, no matter who you are.
Can you guys hear good? Is the sound right?
Mayor for you.
With KBLA Talk 1580. Talk 1580. Talk 1580. And we don't black down. You don't want to talk alone. You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Check out my melody, hand out a cigar. I'm letting ours be born, and my name's for all. Okay, I am not like the rest of them, I'm not on the list. That's what I'm saying, I drop lines like a scientist. My melody's in the code for every next episode. Have the mic open to store and ready to explode. I keep the mic and paranoid. Freedom seems to make them polar. The listener system is kicking like soda.
Hey! The voice of reason has returned. You already know my playlist is my co-host. Check out my melody, Eric B. and Rakim. 1987, 88. I would say 88. And that's what it is. We're not in harmony with one another. So sisters divest, brothers become passport bros. We're not in harmony. There's no melody in our relationship. There's no vibe. And it's not our fault solely. We are not totally free from blame. We are not 100% exonerated. However, this is a really toxic society. I've been saying it since March when I came into KBLA. I've been saying it. It is no measure of health to be fully integrated into a sick society. So when I see the divestment movement for sisters, or when I see the passport bros for brothers, what I recognize is this is like a psychological, spiritual boil. This is a boil. You know what a boil is? When you get a boil on your body, that means your body is toxic. You haven't cleansed, you haven't detoxed, you haven't done anything to cleanse your body. So what your body does is say, you know what, I'm going to deposit all this waste. I'm going to form a boil right here on the nape of your neck or somewhere, something weird, under your arm or something. And that's what happens. This is a boil that is dealing with the trauma that black folk go through in this country. Black folk make an intelligent argument about racism. An intelligent argument. They say, nah, you're going to traumatize our kids. You can't talk about it. So now they're making the truth. If you speak the truth, so what happens? That turns into hate speech. If you speak the truth. I'm not talking about your opinion. I'm talking about if you start talking about the truth of things. You know, I was watching some old clip where this white lady was talking about how much white people have done in advocacy of black folk. And she was talking, it was a clip of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and he was on Donahue. And she was like, we've done everything. And then Farrakhan's only response was, that's because you think you've done everything, but that's just because you just don't understand what you've done. You've done a lot to traumatize and re-traumatize folk, black folk in America. You have the great Dr. Joy DeGruy, who said, nah, we suffer from post-traumatic slave syndrome, and has the empirical data to back it. But at the same time, you can't put it all on white folk. Because there are some black folk who know the truth, but the truth don't pay. The truth don't come with a check. So that means you're perpetuating the toxicity of this society. The passport bros say, I need to go to another country to find a woman that is respectful of my stature as a man. She gonna bend the knee by virtue of me being a man. That's it. I'm a man, she bends the knee. But I told y'all last week, when I first got into the traditional relationship model. The traditional relationship model definition is based on societal game rules and roles. Role play, gender role. Man, you supposed to do this. Protect, provide, guide, instruct. Woman, cook, clean, nurture, love on. Right? And I told y'all, I said, many men hide behind the traditional relationship model because within its definition, it does not account for self-work. So you get men out here who haven't conquered 1 square millimeter of their internal demons, thinking, by virtue of me being a man, you've got to submit. You got to be quiet, lady, because I'm a man and I'm the man in your life. That means by default, I am your ruler. I am your leader. He ain't learned how to lead himself. Again, relationship, highly reflective classroom, where the biofeedback you get from your partner is your personal curriculum. So men do some coward stuff. And it is coward stuff, because you think you're going to go to a third world country and not be challenged in the relationship? You think you won't face difficulties? You think because they were raised in certain countries where male machismo dominates the relationship, you think you won't have a situation that produces challenges that direct you to look directly into your own darkness? That is relationship. That's what relationship is. It challenges you to see yourself. 1-800-920-1580. I ain't even got to the questions. I'm just on fire right now because I'm talking. The passport bros. Are black men opting out of our collective trauma by seeking a wife from other countries? 1-800-920-1580. Do Brazilian women prefer African American brothers over their own men? 1-800-920-1580. Call me right now. Do women from other countries treat black men better than our African American sisters? Do South American women, Costa Rican, Belizean, let's just name every place, right? Do South American women and Asian women love being with black men over their own? 1-800-920-1580. Are black men Are black women treated better by non-black men? That's an interesting. Are black women treated? Because I hear sisters talk about Italy all the time. Oh, when sisters go to Italy, something happens in Italy. Boy, them Italians be on sisters like a cheap coat from Aardvarks, man. I'm just saying. Them Italians be on our sisters like la foi. The Frenchmen, they be on the sisters. Go to France, the French be like, ooh la la, mon ami, ma chérie. They be like Pepe Le Pew on the sisters. 1-800-920-1580. Why do black people act like black men not liking black men, or black men not liking black women means black women are the most undesirable? Shouldn't it reveal more about the man? I think that's an interesting. Why do black people act like black men not liking black women means black women are not, or are the most undesirable? Somebody said black women are the most undesirable woman on planet Earth, and I can't fathom that. Because listen, do I like a sharp tongue, nasty attitude, aggressive black woman? No, I don't. I love a sweet woman, a kind woman, a nurturing woman, a caring woman. I love that. However, if I run into or date women, I don't be like, all right, I ain't gonna be with you because you that way. Now, I may have a tolerance for it where I go, okay, that's enough. This ain't gonna work. I'll get to that point, but that doesn't mean I give up on sisters entirely. So, I need a different kind of sister that was raised in a different hemisphere. I don't think like that. Do women of other races use anti-black racism against black women as bait to attract black men, African American men, that openly express their dislike for their sister? What? You mean other women will use anti-black racism talking points as bait to attract African American men? And it's a certain type of African American men that openly expresses their dislike for black women. Let me tell you something. I'd break up with you if it's too much arguing, if it's too much condescending, if it's too much comparison, too much competing. Just if you got an overall dissatisfied, disgruntled spirit, bye-bye. Assalamu alaikum. Get your bags, get your things, and bounce like the rubberiest bad checks. Get ghost. But I wouldn't get rid of the sisters as a whole. 1-800-920-15. I just need to know. I need to understand the psychology of brothers that would say, hey, man, we out. We out on the continent. Do you know how special black people? Okay. Do you know how special African Americans are? 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines. I'm ready to talk to you. Kay from Inglewood, get in here and talk to me.
Hi, Phil. How are you tonight?
Oh, yeah. We cooking tonight.
Yeah, something's bubbling. Okay, so you asked many questions. I took notes on a couple of them, but I just would like to start off with a statement, and it's being said in love.
Mm-hmm.
You have a very popular show, and a lot of men and women listen to you, and I think it would be, I think it would be nice to have some topics that, instead of highlighting all of the difficulties, they kind of promote more of a sense of unity between black men and women. Because just in society, it's so much negativity towards a Black nuclear family, you know? And this being a progressive Black radio station, it would be nice to kind of, you know, balance that part out a little bit. And I heard what you said. I like the point that you brought up. Just for me personally, being a Black woman who does cook, I clean, I have a sweet spirit. It's kind of, it would be nice to, instead of saying the sisters, because we're so different. We're not a monolith, you know?
Right.
Just like Black men are different. And to answer one of your questions, I think that any man, regardless of his color, that would have such negative feelings towards women from his own race, that's also a reflection on him. And this is to echo what you said, you know, especially Black men that are not biracial. You come from a Black woman, you know. You might have Black sisters. We need to love ourselves more, and then we can give more love to other people in our race. We've been hurt as a collective. And to think that you can run off to Brazil, I look at it like this. You can run to any country you want to, third world, where the women are, the more desperate, the better, probably, for a man that, like you said, he just wants to be respected because he's a man in anatomically, and maybe in no other way. And I don't think any woman that has any self-respect, or a thinking woman, is just going to submit to a man, especially if he's not worth submitting to.
Well, Kay, we appreciate the insight. We thank you for calling in and sharing. My chat room is upset with you right now because they're like, she must not be listening to Zoe. 9 out of 10 of his shows are positive. Zoe is always talking about this. What is she talking about? The chat room is a little upset right now because this is what I do. They all know. Huh?
Give them my love, but I will tell you, I actually listened to your show a little bit more, probably about 3 or 4 months ago, and some of your topics, I just feel like so.
We have to have the difficult conversations, Kay. We must. It is imperative to have the difficult conversations. It all can't be candy cotton land. We got to talk about it.
But we also need to esteem each other while we're having these conversations. We need to uplift our sisters and our brothers.
But that's what we do, Kay. We do that here, baby. Come on, Kay.
All right.
We appreciate you, love. Thank you for the insight. And call in anytime. Thank you. So, somebody get Kay to the podcast. Kay, get to the podcast. When we come forward, I'm going to South Central. I'm going to Dallas, Texas. The phone lines are on fire tonight. Let's get it popping.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of Raising with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Mike Island, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network.
The phone lines is dumb.
Investigate a massive power outage in North Carolina, believed to have been caused by a tornado.
Come on, y'all, let's get those likes up. 44 people haven't hit the like button. Can we get it done? And even worse, we've only got $10. Who dropped the $10 on the super chat? Can we get the super chat popping? Ghetto Gourmet. My brother Haru Ali.
Actress Kirstie Alley is dead after a short battle with cancer. Her
I
family
got
made
that.
an announcement on Monday saying she was
I got
surrounded
that.
by her closest
And
family
I'll be
and
shipping
fought
out
with
the
great
He
strength.
Is
Alley
Risen
best known
tomorrow.
for her role in the popular 80s and 90s sitcom
All right.
Cheers. She was 71 years old. And that's the latest. I'm Mike Island from your 24/7 news source, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
Ghetto Gourmet dropped another $5.
Prices have doubled. The number
Nzinga dropped a $5 piece.
You can help. $50.
That's our $10, man. Can everybody hit that super chat? If everybody drops $5, we make an impact. We reach our goal. Let me give you a little breakdown. Our goal is set by the chat room. I don't set the daily goal. Our chat room does that. David Scott III, thank you, sir.
Oh my gosh, genius stuff, man. He really is. And
that's what's unique about this channel.
Because he is so
the chat room itself.
So, I don't know what's up with that first line, but the first line is Cali Soul.
Cali Soul?
Yeah.
Got it. The chat room sets the tone for what the super chat will be. I need y'all to support big time. Everybody drop a 5 spot. It's 140 something people in here. We can make a great impact if everybody participates. And also, I asked at my chat room, everybody in the chat room, when somebody does hit us with a super chat, acknowledge them, thank them, show them love. I don't care if it's $1, I don't care what it is. Every little bit counts.
Saturday, December 17th at Microsoft Theater. Download the KBLATalk1580.com mobile app to enter to win a pair of tickets. This has been a community call to action brought to you by
And that's what it is. What? It's behind the scenes. It really is behind the scenes.
Has millions of homes that could be damaged in a strong earthquake.
Sister girl,
inevitable in the Golden State.
and see,
an older home is especially vulnerable to earthquake.
A lot of weak men would be like, "That's why I don't fuck with sisters."
Visit strengthenmyhouse.com
But she, you know,
to learn about better protecting
she's
your home
relatively
from
new to the
damage.
show. Said a
The
couple
work may
months
cost
in.
less than you think and can often be completed in a few days. You've worked hard to get a home. Now's the time to protect it. Get prepared today so you can worry less tomorrow. Visit strengthenmyhouse.com.
When you're the victim of a car accident,
No damn cussing on the air.
Accident attorneys, the personal injury pros. Hiring the right law firm can be the difference between a rewarding settlement and striking out.
Andy.
Our team is in it to win it, and we'll fight to get the
I can't see
maximum
the screen.
compensation you deserve. Call the pros at MVP Accident Attorneys at 833-MVP-WINS.
It's Team Viewer, right?
Call
Say what?
833
It's Team Viewer.
MVP-WINS.
No, it's X-Screen too. Well, right there on the bottom right below.
Congratulations
Oh,
to
right
Trinity
here.
Unlimited Childcare for
Yeah,
being
because all the
KBLA
names
Talk 1580's
disappeared.
Office of the Week.
Probably,
Into your business today in the
probably moved the
KBLA
mouse
app
on
or
accident, maybe just in case.
KBLA1580.com for the Office of the Week. Congratulations to Trinity
Oh, there you go.
Unlimited Childcare.
Yeah, but
Geico presents
no
daily
names.
affirmations.
Repeat after me. We are filled with an abundance of joy.
We are filled with an abundance of joy.
Also an abundance of questions. Good thing Geico has 24/7 claim service.
I
to help
agree with
answer
you,
questions and
Ghetto
resolve
Gourmet.
claims quickly.
Good thing Geico has 24/7 claim service.
We are also filled with an abundance of biscuits.
We are also filled with, I don't think it works this way.
Y'all motherfuckers
and
stupid.
jam. Don't forget jam.
To manifest more Geico
Y'all
in your
motherfucking
life,
dumb
go
as
to
hell.
Geico.com.
KBLA Talk 1580 is pleased to announce a can't-miss community event.
It's a celebration.
Come on, Vanetta Nash. We're at $20. 146 people. We could, if 146 people gave $1, we would be. Come on now, let's get it in.
For this free public event as we celebrate Mayor-elect Bass's historic victory. There'll be live performances from Brian McKnight, Wapale, Clanuvo, and more. There'll be food trucks and a diverse array of vendors, along with the attendance and participation from community leaders,
And then on the top,
elected
Cali
officials,
Soul.
Cali Soul,
celebrities,
got it.
business owners, and other notables. KBLA
All right.
Talk 1580 will host Mayor-elect Bass on the main stage at 11 a.m. as we reflect on the importance of this moment and what it means for the Black community, women, and all Angelinos who believe in the limitless potential of our amazing city. We look forward to celebrating with Mayor-elect Karen Bass and you, Saturday, December 10th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the intersection of
Shout
Lamar
out to the
and Vernon.
passport bros that I get a finesse.
This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on.
You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yeah! Ladies and brothers, we got the old school hip hop jams playing. My playlist is my co-host. It takes two to make the thing go right. We got to heal ourselves. It starts with us as individuals. Two broken people, man and woman, get together. They make a broken relationship. It's just that simple. Okay? It's really just that simple. So what I'm starting to see is people running from the people that they think or that they've labeled as the problem. The problem is what you modeled. So, gosh, I be fighting every night not to speak on the new concepts that I have, or the new framing. They're not necessarily new concepts, but the new framing of how I'm lining up relationships in my new book. And every night I'm struggling not to talk about this new framework. Passport bros. Brothers is running to other countries to have better relationships. It sounds asinine. Yes, I understand. They're traditional. They've been raised to kowtow. So now it begs the question. Are brothers scared of the strength of sisters? Then I go even deeper. Is sister strength toxic? Ooh. Is it strength from a spiritual base, or is it strength from a societal base? And if it's strength from a societal base, then would that strength be toxic? And so brothers say we're going to run from that. Because make no mistake about it, brothers, you're running. Getting a passport, I'm going somewhere else where they like making grits. 1-800-920-1580. Let's talk about it. We got folks on the line. The phone lines are jam-packed. Let's get the person who's been on the longest. True Monger, Dallas, Texas. Get in here.
Yes, sir.
True Monger, what you got for me tonight, brother? I'm waiting on the wisdom.
Oh, man. These passport brothers. I don't know why they think if they just go somewhere else that black women in other parts of the world are not going to have any trauma within them. That they're just going to be the servants that they're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say you want respect if you're not. You have to be a man of respect in order to attract respect. You have to question what type of woman are you chasing.
Interesting.
People want to chase marital slaves. Just do what they want when they want. Like, man, the modern woman ain't built like that. And I hear people talk about they want a traditional woman or a traditional man, but who are those traditions based off of? Where are you getting them from?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are following a Anglo-Saxon model for their ideal as far as relationships and marriage and whatnot. I'm like, man, y'all gotta look deeper than that. Can't go by what they're doing because hell, they don't follow what they model.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing a whole other game while you thinking that that's what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And chasing women around in other parts of the world is not going to resolve anything. It might seem easier, but deal with home first.
Right.
If the type of woman that you keep attracting doesn't have respect, there's something about you that's drawing you to that. Maybe you need to check yourself instead of trying to run to another country, trying to find something easier to deal with. Because when you get over there, you're going to have some issues too. Because you're going to deal with a whole different type of woman, a whole different type of culture. You don't know what you may be walking into. Some of the stuff that you pulled over here could get you killed somewhere else.
Come on, brother. Keep going, True.
Yeah. But if they feel like if that's what they want to do, whatever happens after that is on them.
Wait, True.
Nobody's making them
Wait.
learn.
Hold on, True. I got it. Craig Harper in my chat room said that is simp talk.
I see that, man.
And I have to address that because let me explain something to you. If you're broken internally and you're dealing with unhealed trauma, and men deal with unhealed trauma just like women. Trauma is a human thing. It don't matter where you are in the world, there you are. There you are. You think you can go to another country to avoid your self-work? True, how does that work, brother?
Say that again?
I was just saying, based on what the brother said, he said it was simp talk, what you were saying. And I said, do you think you can go anywhere else in the world, or do you think you can go anywhere in the world to avoid your inner work, your shadow work? You can go to Egypt, standing in the pyramid and still be broke. Go ahead, help me understand that.
You still don't have to deal with it. You can't run from yourself. As much as people really try to do that, whoever you running from is going to catch up to you no matter where you're at. So you might as well deal with your own inner work, your own issues, instead of trying to chase after some yoni that might serve you a little better. Maybe people here, you gotta take into account who's responsible for the way men and women act nowadays. It's on us and whoever we learned that behavior from, that we've been imposing on each other. We gotta get to the point where we gotta do something different because obviously what we've been doing isn't working. But running away ain't gonna fix it either.
Right.
That's my opinion. And if that dude think it's simp talk, he got lessons to learn.
No, it's a lot of broken dudes out there who think the way to deal with women is to manipulate them. To the point now, you got so many manipulated women that even when a man ain't manipulating them, because of their accumulated experiences, even like a man who might not even be as interested. Like sometimes the manipulator is overly interested and participates and jumps through hoops as a means of manipulation. So if you get a man who might stand off and be more observant, that may be seen as, oh, he's not into me, or he don't care, or he's indifferent. No, he's observing. There's a difference. You get what I'm saying? You might be projecting a positive action towards somebody who's been traumatized, and they may recontextualize that positive action as an attack.
Right.
Brother,
so,
hey.
I mean, if you want to get a passport just to travel the world, learn about different things, learn about different cultures, cool. But if he's using a passport to check out to some women, that's the real simp right there.
Listen,
all that money to check out to a woman.
Right, he's using
That's the real simp right there.
he's using the rest of the world as a nightclub. He just going to a nightclub in another country. Brother, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for the insight, brother. True Monger from Dallas, Texas. Listen, if you want to bring your city in the building, you know what you got to do. All you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. When I come forward, I'm going to talk to Cali Soul and Minnie and J-Dub and Sean. We about to get turned up. The voice of reason is on fire.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Will Smith opens up about the infamous Oscar slap. Maisha Cairo here with your K-Black Minute News. As a guest
Come
on
on,
the show,
hey.
Will Smith opened up to Trevor Noah.
It's 156 people in here. We only hit our $30. Maybe it's just new people in here that don't know the show.
Later that night was promoting his forthcoming film, Emancipation.
We are at $30 with 157 people in here. DeMarco Holloway, what up? Been to 40 countries and I still only want my sisters. There you go. You should call in and say that.
You just never know what somebody's going through. Not that justifies my behavior at all. We just got to be nice to each other, man. The thing that was most painful for me is I took my heart and made it hard for other people. I understood the idea where they say hurt people hurt people.
Yeah. I'm Maisha Cairo, and that's your K-Black Minute News.
The Institute for Diversity Certification is all about the 3 Ds: dedication, determination, and discipline. Learn more about our globally recognized diversity certification program today by calling 1-800-983-6192. Again, 1-800-983-6192.
Jamel around the world, you should call in. I would love to hear your perspective.
For certified diversity professionals and also certified diversity executive credentials, diversitycertification.org will provide an opportunity for you to demonstrate dedication to the field, determination to make progress, and more discipline to your process. Go today and learn more about the diversity certification system. Call 1-800-983-6192. Again, 1-800-983-6192. Or go to diversitycertification.org. That's diversitycertification.org. The standard of excellence, equity, diversity, and inclusion.
Hey, positive influence.
Life is uncertain.
You gotta hit that Cash App. The Cash App for the He Is Risen is $71. Then email me at VOR106@gmail.com.
It's easy to get the help.
Your accurate address. Here's the email address. But you hit my Cash App if you want to get the He Is Risen.
4673. Or live chat at calhope.org.
Then after you send the Cash App.
Did you know it pays to drive electric? With government rebates, you'll
No,
save
Insane, you didn't have to delete yours.
Or used EV. And the more you drive,
Listen.
the more you'll save, both on fuel and maintenance far into the future. Start
Hey, we had
today.
$34.99. Who hit that last Cash App? It was DeMarco. Thank you, DeMarco.
/EV. That's LADWP.com/EV.
More of the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams right now on KBLA Talk 1580.
All right, you kids get to bed. I get the storybook. Y'all tucked in? Here we go. Once upon a time, not long ago, when people wore pajamas and lived like slow, where laws were stern and justice stood, and people were behaving like they ought to good, there lived a little boy who was misled by another little boy, and this is what he said. Me and you tonight, we're gonna make some cash, robbing old folks and making the dash. They did the job, money came with ease, but one couldn't stop, it's like he had a disease. He robbed an
Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason is back in the building. We live on KBLA Talk 1580. Tonight's topic got the phone lines tripping. The passport bros. In what countries are black men most coveted for dating and marriage? Are brothers opting out of the struggle that we were born into here in America to date women that are of a more genteel nature? Apparently, a lot of brothers are doing it. I look at this in the same light that I look at interracial dating. You find a white girl that you love, and it's organic, and it just happened, and you wasn't looking for her, and y'all just ran into each other, and it's kismet, it's magical. I'm not against that. Okay, all right, fine. We're good. Just go do it. But if you do it because you're broken, you do it because you have low self-esteem because this society said you were worthless, then that's not a good reason to participate in interracial dating. And I think the same is true for the passport boy movement. If you go into another culture because the toxicity that has infected you and your sister, right, is to the point where you don't even like her no more, I feel like, you got to fix what you don't like about yourself, right? Because whatever you don't like in your woman has to be something lacking in you. That's just spiritual nature. Now, you could say that's simping, but that's spiritual nature. That is the nature of relationships. Relationship reveals what's wrong with you. As True Monger said a minute ago, you think you're going to go to another country and not have self-work to do? Right? This is why we always ask, what did you model? What did you model from your household? What did you model? Did you model any type of abuse? Emotional abuse, physical abuse, psychological abuse? What did you model? Because whatever you modeled, you carry that into your adult relationships. This is why I wrote the holographic relationship book. Your whole story goes with you in every relationship. Hollow, whole, grapha, grammar, writing, whole writing. Whatever space-time event, whatever traumatic event happened that helped mold what you think is the truth, if that hasn't been challenged, you carry it into the relationship to be resolved or better managed through conflict. When we come forward, phone lines, I'm coming right to you. Everybody's on the line. I'm going to talk to y'all when I come forward.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings will disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
KBLA Talk 1580 invites you to join us in celebrating the season of giving by being part of the solution. As we enjoy great food, family, warmth, and well wishes in whatever our festive tradition may be, we share the beauty of the season by reaching out to the less fortunate. Please help us to help others with the KBLA Cover the Houseless Cozy Community Coat and Blanket Drive. All you have to do is drop off new or clean, gently used winter coats and blankets in the KBLA lobby during business hours, now through December 20th. All of the coats and blankets will be donated to unsheltered individuals and families experiencing houselessness. Simply bring your donation to 4434 Crenshaw Boulevard in Los Angeles, near Vernon Avenue, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. weekdays.
Ain't nobody shaming nobody, dog.
Crenshaw in historic Leimert
Jason,
Park. During the holidays and
were you shamed?
Let's remember,
Hit dogs holler.
we keep us warm.
Wasn't nobody shaming nobody.
Safety net. And
If you heard the way I framed my discussion, I said quite simply,
make a difference
if you pick leaving your struggle because it hasn't been resolved, to me that's the same thing as dating a white woman because you don't like your skin. I said, but if the shit happens organically, if You know what? I on a business trip or some shit. Here I am in motherfucking Brazil, and I fuck around and meet the love of my life. It happens organically. Great.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 15.
Okay, party people in the house, you're about to witness something you've never witnessed before. Yes, it's the original human beatbox, Dougie Fresh, and his partner, the Grand Wizard, MC Ricky D, and that's me in the place to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason back in the building. One of the coldest playlists. I had to start it off hot this week. Tonight's topic is crazy right now. Let me get Cali Soul in here. Cali Soul, you got a couple of minutes to lay it out flat for us.
Why you always put me on a timer, so?
You always calling at the end. Call earlier.
I tried to. The lines was crazy tonight. For the love of KBLA, Voice of Reason, and all of terrestrial radio, I'm going to try to keep it clean. I'm going to keep it clean.
Yes, you're going to keep it clean.
I'm going to keep it clean. If they could snatch the melanin off our behinds, they would. All of black culture has been bastardized and sold back to us in a different color box. And we're confused. We've been pinned against each other for a long time, and we've actually believed those projections. A few years ago, Iyanla Van Zandt did 2 different shows. She did Healing the Black Man's Heart, and that was a 3-part series. And then she did a 3-part series on the myth of the angry black woman. And I was so glad that she did that because it debunked a lot of things that we have come to believe about one another. Like, we've been pinned against each other because folks that were in control are jealous of us. So the best thing to do when you're jealous of somebody is deflect what they have that you desire, because you got that nasty seed of jealousy in you, and turn them away from what their true essence is. And that's what's happened to us. So now you got folks running across, country lines and stuff, trying to find love, and you can't even see it in yourself because you believe the projections that you've been told. What we got today is modern-day bed wenches and studs.
Come on.
People don't even realize it.
Uh-oh.
They sitting up building legacies for other cultures. And what happens is you get these confused babies, and I know because I deal with these babies a lot. They are confused. They don't know which side to pick, which not to say they got to pick a side, but when you split like that, you create confusion automatically. So then they're forced to pick a side. 9 times out of 10, they'll go with whatever side they think appears to love them more. And that's according to what that person's love style is, So if they think the black side is shunning them, then they're going to turn away from the black side. If they think the white side is shunning them, they're going to turn away from the white side. And it continuously breaks us apart. So we got to turn back to one another and stop all of these beliefs of, like, you hear sisters and brothers say, I'm not about to build somebody up so that somebody else can come along and benefit. Why not? That's the only way we're going to get back together is if we build one another up. And if you invest some time into somebody and somebody else benefits from that later, so what? You just paid it forward. You just built up your community a little bit. You just helped heal the black man. You just helped heal a black woman. So go ahead and dive in with somebody with no inhibition and love with all your heart. And if that love, is just for a phase of time, so be it. Love.
All right. Are you cooking? You cooking. I appreciate the flames. Cali Soul, Denver, Colorado. I want to hear from more women. I want women's perspective on this. Please continue to call in. If you want to bring your city in the building, she just brought Denver, Colorado. Where you calling from? 1-800-920-1580. When I come forward, more callers, more opinions, more perspective.
When we rock up on the mic, we rock the mic. For all of y'all, keep it y'all in hell. Just to see you smile and enjoy yourself. Cause it's cool when you're cozy.
Hey, we lost that caller. Because this type, it happens every day.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Mike Island.
And here's the latest from the Black Information Network. The FBI is helping to investigate a massive power outage in North Carolina, believed to have been caused by a targeted attack. The COVID-19 vaccine mandate for military service members will remain. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre said...
What up, y'all? That hour went by fast. And we saying it again, guys. Hey, let me say this. Get out your motherfucking feelings. Can we have an intellectual conversation that is nuanced about the damn passport boys without motherfuckers feeling like they under attack? I gave you 2 examples.
She was 71 years old.
If you running away from your woman, oh my God, she ain't shit. She's a white supremacist. Oh my God, fuck sisters.
Expand all access accounts.
Something wrong with that mindset. Because you would have to then think, how many, okay, bros, okay, passport bros, whatever. How many other races are like, fuck my woman?
African-American media issue survey conducted by the Public Opinion Research.
Are the Arabs like my woman ain't shit? Are the Hindus saying my woman ain't shit? Are the Asians saying my woman ain't shit? If you look around and you in a select group of global men that are saying my woman ain't shit, something is wrong. You gotta be like, hold on.
We're not going back. Not to the back of the bus, not to back alleys, not back in the closet, and definitely not back to the good old days.
And what I'm trying to bring to the table in this discussion, relationship is really therapy. It's spiritual therapy. It don't matter where the fuck you are.
If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial
Chris, we've heard black men ain't shit a long time.
Trust me, this goes.
And that's from motherfucking post-traumatic slave syndrome.
It's a very heated topic. Oh, is that right? Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
Chris, you came out of a black womb, boy. Heal it with your mama. You and your mama get on the same page and heal that shit with your mama.
Why can't you open up, brother? I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses. Yeah.
How do you rate women so well?
Zoe Williams. Reason and accountability. The voice of reason.
These passport bros, some odd people, man. Because they all say the same thing about going overseas to find a partner. And you know it's ill-intentioned, because I know you can find a woman somewhere in America that'll let you take care of her and pay for everything and be in the house. But y'all want that certain level of control, that level of control that person can't just pack all their things up and leave easily. Because you can spend money in America, but you might have to spend a little more, and that seems like it's the main issue.
Wow. This is a real phenomena. This is a real... I'm at a loss. This is a real phenomena. Black Womb Flight. That's what we should have named this show. Black Womb Flight. 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines. I want to hear from everybody tonight. We lost the sister that called in. It was Minnie. Minnie, get back to your phone line and call back in. I want to hear your perspective. Everybody's perspective is welcome here. Even if we don't agree, your perspective is welcomed. Sean, Oakland, California, get in here. Talk to me.
Hey, brother. So what an incredible subject, like always. I'm not sure what all this passport thing is, getting out there and trying to find someone. Because let me tell you something. I'm married to a Brazilian. I'm married to a woman. I mean, by the way, if you go out there and you think that you're going to get some lady that's going to be any different than someone in L.A. and not going to hold you accountable as a husband or a significant other, you better recheck yourself. But my thing here is the reason why I'm calling is like, and this is kind of a little bit different. Is it okay for a guy to not want to be in a relationship and end up having children and end up being married and end up being in a relationship? I'm in a relationship forever. That's my thing. That's my choice. That's my, thing. But isn't it okay if, some guy or girl, for that matter, wants to just, I'm going to go out there and have a wonderful relationship with the world, but I'm not going to lock myself down. Is that okay? I think it is.
It is okay.
I mean, it's not.
Was it? Wait, Sean. Was it a rhetorical question, or was you really asking me? Okay.
No. I mean, somewhat. I mean, what I'm saying is a lot of times I think a lot of us. I didn't have this because I didn't think I was ever going to get married, but I met the love of my life, and that can happen. But if you were just going to go out there and just, be a person of the world, and hey, we're going to do, safe sex, whatever, all that kind of stuff, and just have fun with each other and live the life, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I agree with you. Yes, I agree with you. Yeah, I don't think anything's wrong with that either. If that's what you're into, sure, go do it.
Yeah, so I mean, anyone going to like a different country to think you're going to get some, I don't want to say sex slave or whatever you want to, someone that's just going to just be there. And, I would say, hey, you're going to waste a lot of money. Of the same kind of people live here. They'll give you that time and they'll give you that, but it's no different around the world. What you understand, you travel around the world, is we're all in this together. We all want the same things. People are very similar, not different, and treat each other with respect and love, and whatever you want to do with it, do it.
Right.
Make sure that you find someone that can get through all kinds of crazy stuff if you're going to settle down.
Right.
Otherwise, hey, live your life out there.
There it is. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, Sean. Call in anytime. Man, this is a cold topic, man. This is a really cold. JW from South Central Los Angeles, get in here.
Hey, I was waiting to be heard. Now, first of all, Zoe, you're right on point. You got to go inside with this internal, deal with your spirit, deal with yourself, deal with your own faults, deal with your history. So you got to have an inner perspective and deal with your own, take a diary of yourself and recognize your flaws, etc. I agree with that. But there's also a different perspective. And if it's okay for me to mention a particular YouTube show, this is a young lady by the name of DeMarco Marie, Dope Discussion. Now, she always speaks on how a lot of brothers go overseas. They do it because of the fact that there's so many women here that are the younger generation, the demographics, the new modern woman, as you would say, that is not traditionalist, and they have this new modern perspective. They are more manipulators, and they call themselves the come-up, or gold diggers, or high maintenance, or trophy women. And they're more into taking advantage of a man because of his economic qualities that he has to offer, and the manipulators compared to the average woman that was pretty much immature, haven't grown up, not emotionally mature, and they're foolish and silly, and they're going with their dreams, acting like they can get a prince or a knight in white shining armor because they believe in the illusion of that Disneyland mentality or the Western society mentality that's been fed to us because of, I will call it, what they call it, what's that term they use? what is it, the European beauty status or European beauty perspective or whatever it is, a standard.
Yes,
And
the European
so,
beauty
yeah, so,
standard. There you go.
right, correct. So a lot of them are brainwashed by society or the system or the powers that be because of the power structure and the hidden hand behind the scene that we don't recognize. And a lot of things are done intentionally just to keep us in that illusion like the other sisters said. We've been fed a lot of garbage and things been repackaged and we don't even recognize ourselves, and so we fall for anything else or everything else. But the main point is the brothers, they go over there because they're tired of dealing with women that won't give them the respect. Because what Danica always alludes or speaks to
But
is the men that are high caliber.
let me stop you for a second. I have to say this. Women don't give men respect. Men project self-respect and women reflect it back.
And I agree with you 100%.
We got too many men out there that are trying to get respect from women instead of cultivating it from within.
And I agree with you 100% because that's what she really speaks on. I didn't get a chance to frame it in that manner. But yeah, she says that. But the only point I'm making is that the women the men that do earn the right to have the respect or admiration from a woman that's a break up the phone call. Be able to recognize that man as a high caliber person or have morals and ethics and principles and standards and etc. These downless women or low nature women, and I'm referring it in terms of an animalistic perspective, in terms of a primitive nature instead of a higher nature, which I would say is a godly nature, which stems from the spirit or the brain.
But J-Dub, J-Dub, I'm gonna give you another 60 seconds, brother, but you're gonna have to wrap it up. You can't just ramble.
I'll wrap it up with this. My only point is this. The other perspective is why men go overseas is because there's too many women that are not right, and so they get tired of dealing with the ones that they can't find the decent ones, so they go overseas for that reason because the culture is different, the religion is different, and the mentality is different. But you are correct. You do have to deal with your own self, and I agree. We need to build up our own black women in our own American system or mentality or structure or society so we can continue the black race and cultivate the future of the black family in general, but nuclear family. So that's my point. And
thank you, brother.
I'm in with this. What? Black woman is the best thing that God ever made on earth. And I'm referring to the African-American black woman in America, period. In the story.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate the whole filibuster. It was cool. Listen, brothers, this is a message from your brother to you. If you are self-realized, you gonna win with women on any continent on planet Earth. If you are right internally, isn't something, where's your spidey senses? Isn't something going off in your head that says, well, I'm not winning over here with these women, so I'm going to get a passport and go to a more favorable type of woman. That sounds like losing. And do you think that the negative stereotype that has been framed around black men does not follow you to other countries? You think racism doesn't exist? Listen, I love the Afro-Latina. I love the Brazilians. Oh, they're beautiful. Yes, they're beautiful. I love the Dominicans. They're beautiful. But Dominicans are pro-Dominicans. They're not pro-African-American. How about that? Listen, man, if you win in your spirit, you win on any continent. It's a lot of cornballs out there that need a passport to get a date. When I come forward, the voice of reason shall continue this fire.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings will disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
When you're young, life is full of choices.
What up, y'all? Hey, man, it's 166 people in here. We've only done $34.99. I'm not saying nothing else for the rest of the show. Y'all got to hit my super chat and support this channel.
But there is a choice to get help for this disease. Find medically proven treatment options, including virtual, at choosemat.org.
At Cedars-Sinai,
how is that cap?
Named the #1 hospital in California and the #2 hospital in the nation in U.S. News and World Report's Best Hospitals Honor Roll. We're also proud to be named #1
Jamel around the world.
in Los Angeles.
Okay.
Thank you to our physicians, nurses,
why don't you call in and have a conversation with me,
and thousands of other team members who bring their best to Cedars-Sinai every day. Learn more about our top-ranked care at cedars-sinai.org.
Jeff Brown said he was blocked.
Hey, Dad, how do airplanes fly?
Is Jeff Brown in here?
Is this tree good for climbing? How are babies made? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Talking to them about gun safety in your home is a good first step, but you can do more. Always keep your guns locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition.
Pigeons can't fly with
Learn how to
eagles.
make your home safer at
I love it.
endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
Hey, Jeff, you're right. The Jeff Paul TV1. The phone lines are jammed. Roguish, thank you, sir. Listen, it's a lot of new niggas in here. So let me just say, all the family who are normally in here, we gonna need y'all to help us reach our goal. Can the regular family members, everybody drop a 5 spot, because this shit crazy.
Live in a minute.
I was warned before I did this topic that a lot of trolls and a lot of goofiness would happen if I did this topic.
Reflect on the importance of this moment and what it means for the Black community, women, and all Angelinos who believe in the limitless potential of our amazing city. We look forward to celebrating with Mayor-elect Karen Bass and you, Saturday, December 10th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the intersection of Lamert and Vernon.
It's a celebration.
This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
We gon' celebrate your party with you.
Come on now.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Come on, Queen Latifah. See, I like playing records that y'all didn't consider like a major hit. This was an underground hip hop hit right here. Wrath of my madness, Queen Latifah. This is, to me, this is when Queen Latifah was right on MC Light's heels. Like, now what? Boy, this was a great time in hip hop. My playlist is my co-host. We're playing great hip hop records tonight because this is what it is. This is the wrath of our madness. We create all of these new concepts, passport boys, bros, excuse me, passport bros. I'm going somewhere else where, women will respect me. Listen, why not go inside? And I don't mean inside your house. Why you got to get on a plane to get some respect when you can go inside and develop it and cultivate it, brother? You develop it from within. You go anywhere in the world and see it reflected back to you. Okay, cool. I guess. DeMarco has been to 40 countries. DeMarco from Las Vegas. Talk to me, DeMarco. Tell me.
What's going on, man?
Man, it was good to see you at the Cigar Lounge, brother. Tell me about your experience, brother, all over the world. Did women, were they attracted to you? Did they flock to you like a moth to a flame? Talk to us.
I mean, a lot of times, you get people that's they may be interested out of curiosity or curiosity or whatever. But at the end of the day, once you get into, you can't escape yourself. And then as you start talking to people, you get into conversations. If you know yourself, then you understand that you might just be in a better position to execute a transactional relationship from a position of power, but you're still not escaping yourself.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right. You may. Yeah. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, no, go ahead. No, I was gonna say a lot of times, as you, the more you know about yourself, the more you realize that they don't really respect you. They don't really understand you at all.
You might be coming over there as a veiled Captain Save 'em.
Yep.
Talk to me, brother.
Yeah, you go over. Yeah. For instance, I can tell you, you go over there and then start talking about reparations. See once you start talking about stuff like that, then you see where they don't necessarily agree. They don't support you, and then that's your legacy you're talking about.
Right.
So.
That's heavy stuff, DeMarco, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for getting in here. You brought Las Vegas into the building. We're all over the country tonight. Tonight's conversation is on fire. People want to talk about it. Minnie from Los Angeles. Let's get to Minnie. Minnie, talk to me, sister.
Hi, Zoe.
Hello.
So I originally called because when the lady was on earlier, dogging the topic of the show and suggesting another topic, I felt she didn't understand the necessity of this conversation.
Right.
Now, I am not opposed to Ebony Love and having another topic about, the benefits of black women and black men. But this topic is very necessary. And when you talk about this topic, a lot of people run and hide because if it's hidden home, a lot of times people don't want to hear themselves coming from someone else. And, there's a lot of things that as black people we have to correct within ourselves. Men have always been wanderers. Or you go and you seek out some future benefit for your family. Or you go wander looking for yourself.
Right.
Women have always been fighters. It's getting better in our generation today, but for generations on end, that's been passed down, fighting for something, even if it's just for our own. I think that, black men could begin to learn to talk to black women and just tell them what they see, what they don't like. And just have conversations like that. Women can be very receptive to hearing from a man, because sometimes they may not realize what they're doing.
And Minnie, really quickly, Minnie, a man of a lesser constitution takes what the sister said earlier and takes it to heart, internalizes it, and takes offense to it. Right?
Exactly.
He goes, oh, see, that's why I'm going to I'm gonna get a passport because you don't respect. Like at the end of the day, nobody's calling into Howard Stern and saying change your topic. Like the mindset is I can do this because black men are invisible and don't really matter. This is why a lot of black men are doing what they're doing. And what I'm trying to do with this topic is get brothers to focus on the open wound in the spirit and say, heal that, bro. Then wherever you go in the world, you are embraced and received as a king. As opposed to, it's okay for me to call a man at his job, he's one of the best in the world at it, and say, you know what, you need to fix your topic. That sister don't see that as disrespect, but many men of a lesser constitution would be like, okay, that's the moment I turn on y'all. Go ahead, Minnie, finish.
And you don't support me. It shows a lack of support as well.
Exactly.
I don't say at all, well, in my household I do, but I don't say at all that, they're not interracial relationships that when they found each other it wasn't meant to be. That's them. But the thing about it is it seems to become such a phenomenon now. Like, I look at a lot of athletes, celebrities, different things where, a lot of black queens could have enjoyed that wealth or that lifestyle, that livelihood, where they just went that route just because, And it's unfortunate, but I think that when black men and black women begin to talk to each other more and in better situations, or when I say atmosphere, I should say, then maybe they'll understand each other better. I don't like saying it because it's happening too much now. And if you notice, we're the only culture that really, we dog ourselves. Other cultures, they really stick together. They may have some interracial relationships, but they really stick together when it comes to as a culture, And so we just got to start supporting each other more. But I just wanted to give you props for the topic. That was what ignited my call. And then you had a couple of guys on there that said some things that were really on point. And I do believe, black men do act as cowards sometimes when they just leave situations. But I also believe that they should be safe. Some women do put them in bad positions where they are not going to be safe. But I just think it comes as a learning tool and something that our black community needs to grow in. And I think right now we're doing a whole lot better than we used to.
Right.
But we can still do more.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And if the rest of the world see themselves as an us, how come we don't see ourselves as an us?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Minnie. We appreciate you. You brought Los Angeles in the building. Listen, I got time. Let me get Roguish in here. Roguish, Dallas, Texas. You got a little bit of time. Let's go.
All right, let's rock with it. First and foremost, this is a black manosphere perspective that society has grasped onto, much like the whole Kevin Samuel thing. These cats operate based off of them, just like you said, them not being adequate enough for the women of this society, but you should focus on what it is that they want out of those women. They want what they believe that their non-black counterparts are receiving within society because they are of the success narrative that all them other cats is, right? So they want to, flex a little bit of I guess, that American.
Wait, Roguish, you cooking, and I need you to cook some more. But I got to go forward. When I come forward, I'm going back to Dallas, Texas to finish my discussion with Roguish from Dallas, Texas. Here we go. Hey, y'all fucking with it? Y'all fucking with it tonight? We on one tonight. I can't believe this show is going so fast. Katina! Thank you, Katina. We're at 64.98. 64.98 is where we're at because of Katina.
The black Information
Katina,
Network. The FBI is helping to investigate a massive power outage in North Carolina believed to have been caused by a targeted attack. The COVID-19 vaccine mandate for military service members will remain.
DeMarco.
Press Secretary Kareem Jean-Pierre
Thank you, brother. We're at
said President Biden was in
69.97.
agreement with the Defense Secretary
69.97.
stay in place. Republican lawmakers
69.97 is where we're at.
Annual defense authorization bill if the mandate, which was
thank you, DeMarco,
is not rescinded. Emmy Award-winning actress Kirstie Alley is dead after a short battle with cancer.
Kirstie Alley
made the announcement on Monday, saying she was surrounded by her closest family and fought with great strength. Alley is
you like that movie reference?
Katina. Cheers. She was 71 years old.
I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be right back.
Island from your 24/7 news source, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
Netspend All Access account. Get the account designed for your everyday mobile banking needs. Banking services provided by and account established by Pathward NA. Member FDIC. Deposit account opening is subject to registration and ID verification. Terms and costs apply.
Drop it! When you tune into KBLA Talk 1580, we want you to know what you're downloading.
Now you listen to me, and you listen to me closely.
In a recent African-American media issue survey conducted by the public opinion research and public policy consulting firm Eviteris, KBLA Talk 1580 was found to be the most trusted, credible, and reliable source on the airways for Black Los Angeles and beyond. Check it out. We take our role seriously as your trusted messenger. At KBLA Talk 1580, it's about truth, not ratings. And when you hear us say, when we come forward, we mean it. We mean it. That's the bottom line. We're not going back. Not to the back of the bus, not to back alleys, not back in the closet, and definitely not back to the good old days.
Might as well forget it. No way.
We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580.
You're the victim of a car accident. Who goes to bat for you is crucial. We're MVP Accident Attorneys, the personal injury pros. Hiring the right law firm can be the difference between a rewarding settlement and striking out. When it comes to getting the maximum compensation you deserve, our team hits it out of the park.
Oh shit! Somebody showed up. 89.96.
Call 833-MVP-WINS.
Call on me, your MVP.
Congratulations to Trinity Unlimited Childcare for being KBLA.
Hustlers, figure it out. Appreciate you, so. Appreciate you, hustlers, figure it out.
For the Office of the Week, congratulations to Trinity Unlimited Childcare.
California has millions of homes that could be damaged in a strong earthquake, and earthquakes are inevitable in the Golden State. An older home is especially vulnerable to earthquake damage, so you may need to take steps to strengthen it and help reduce the chance of damage. Visit strengthenmyhouse.com to learn about better protecting your home from earthquake damage.
Hey.
The work may cost less than you think and can often
Sometimes you got to protect yourself.
You've worked hard to get a home. Now's the time to protect it. Get prepared today so you can worry less tomorrow. Visit strengthenmyhouse.com.
KBLA Talk 1580 wishes you a happy holiday and wants to bless you with one night only. A Wonder Winter's Night.
What up, y'all?
Stevie Wonder's House Full of Toys benefit concert, Saturday, December 17th at Microsoft Theater. Download the KBLA Talk 1580.com mobile app to enter to win a pair of tickets. This has been a community call to action brought to you by KBLA Talk 1580.
Who remember that lunch? That middle school
You
lunch.
took the first step and quit smoking. But even former smokers need
Tracy, thank you. We're at 94.96.
you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening.
That middle school lunch was fire, though.
Is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
KBLA Talk 1580.
Pizza Day.
KBLA Talk 1580 wishes to congratulate Mayor-elect Karen Bass on her historic win as the first woman and only second African-American to serve as chief executive of the city of Los Angeles.
Congratulations, Mary-elect Bass, and welcome back.
Salute, Tracy!
KBLA Talk.
Live in a minute.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for having me on the show. And this is my very first interview, and I am proud that it's here.
Yep, $4. I remember that.
What do you want to say to the listeners of KBLA Talk 1580?
I want to say thank you from just, I'm just full of the love that I felt every place I went in the community, and I just want the listeners to know that I promise you I won't disappoint you.
Hey, for all y'all complaining about the phone lines, 3 of them are open.
And understand that that is my primary motivation.
Congratulations, Mayor-elect Karen Bass.
Call now.
Holding all leaders accountable to you.
No matter who you voted for, no matter who you are or where you live, I will be a mayor for you.
With KBLA Talk 1580. Talk 1580. Talk 1580.
Get to your phone lines. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Here's what I want you all to do for me. Bang. Caught you looking for the same thing. It's a new thing. Check out this I bring. I hold the roll below the level because I'm living low next to the bay.
Come on.
They're claiming I'm a criminal. But now what the hell? Some people never know. The enemy could be the great guardian. I'm not a hooligan. I rock the party and clear off the madness. I'm not a racist. The piece of officer, they never had this. Number one, I wanna run about the gun. I wasn't licensed to have one. The minute they see me, fear me. I'm the epitome of public enemy. Use abuse without rules. I refuse to confuse. They even had it on the news. Don't believe the hype.
Ladies and brothers, the voice of reason back in the building. Tonight's topic, passport bros. Very heavy topic, man. Is the passport bros movement focused on searching for impoverished women abroad that can be exploited and manipulated concerning Western culture in exchange for resources and basic necessities? Whew. Are black men joining the passport bros movement that appeared to express dislike for black American women now starting to dislike other races of women living in the United States and or certain parts of the Western Hemisphere? Do some pro-black men dislike some black women? Tonight's topic, the passport bros. Are black men opting out of our collective trauma by seeking a wife from other countries? 1-800-920-1580. Get to it. Roguish, Dallas, Texas. Wrap up your thought. Brother Roguish, you there?
Yeah, my bad. I'm here.
All right.
It comes down to this. If the brothers don't feel that they're valued, and they want a particular value from the system, and it's not just from the women. They want a particular value from the system that they're not getting. I've always pondered this question within the black manosphere, because they accuse black women of trying to achieve a black womanhood. But are they secretly attempting to achieve their own perspective of white manhood while attempting to claim more of a black aspect to it that is more, you know what I'm saying, objective, or of a brand, not necessarily attached to the community? Because a lot of these cats don't really attach themselves to the community like that. And I don't really think we're monoliths like that anyway. We're supposed to be, and easily we're supposed to be, but unfortunately we ain't. And
Wait, Roguish.
Yeah.
Alan Richardson in my chat room says, nope. Passport bros are just looking for peace, Zoe. And what are your thoughts on that? What he said right there. Passport bros are just looking for peace. That says a lot.
Well, it's called Passport Bros now, but remember back in '95, it wasn't called nothing.
It wasn't called nothing. I remember it in '95. I remember it clearly. Everybody was running to Brazil. Go ahead, brother.
There you go. So it's like, all right, now that it gets a new branding, because first it was a man thing. Now it's a black man thing. I think what got a crawl in everybody's jaw is the fact that these brothers are standing on this particular agency. And the fact that they are who they say to themselves, you know, the creme de la creme of the community, a lot of them are professionals. Like that one sister was saying, it'd be nice for a sister to be able to partake of their lifestyle. So I think it's a little bit of gold diggerish, but the whole thing is that's the issue. They figure, all right, if I'm going to have to pay for it, then I'm going to get exactly what I'm paying for. Because, you know, these women here primarily kind of, you know, act a little bit on the the 304 side of the game a little bit, you know what I mean? So it's like, all right, why not go for that where you can be treated like the king? Now, I ain't saying that's what they're doing, but if that's what they're doing, how's that against anything for them to flex such agency? It's only like 7% of.
No, that's good stuff, man. I appreciate the insight, Roguish. Thank you for bringing Dallas, Texas in the building.
Respect, brother.
Yes, sir. Again, you want to be treated like a king, but you haven't cultivated the king within. The king from within is what causes the woman to say, no, there's... Have you ever heard of... I've heard it. Brothers, be honest. Have you ever had a woman say, there's a sense of regality about you? I've heard it. You got to cultivate that sense of regality, the sense of self-respect, the sense of being an internal conqueror of internal demons. I'm telling you, that is the thing that makes women go, something different about him. Do you understand? And a lot of men, I want to be treated like a king. But you haven't done the internal work to raise to the to the status of king from the inside. Somebody said, "Oh, brothers want peace." Peace is an inside job. Gosh, it's like asking for something that you didn't work for. It's like demanding it of women. Please bring me peace. Well, do you know how to quiet your own chaos, brother? Let's get Chris from North Carolina in here. Let's go. Chris, what up, Chris? You on the line, man. Talk to us.
Yeah, man. What's up? All right. So, this is Chris from the chat. You see me as Chris Asu. I go by Chris Strongheart on my channel. And my thing is just like, bro, I don't understand your gripes and issues that you have with brothers who want to travel. Like, I'm not understanding what's the issue. You know what I mean? Like, what I'm hearing is like...
Wait, hold on, Chris. Let me answer that first question, and then I'll go to your next question. I don't have gripes with brothers who want to travel. I said that in the first hour. I said I don't have a gripe with brothers who want to travel and experience and see the world. As a matter of fact, Sean called in from Oakland and said the same thing, and I said I agree with him then. So that by definition, that's a gripe. When there's two instances of somebody saying the opposite of what you think they said, by continuing to think they said it, that means you're holding the gripe. So I'll answer your next question.
So my thing is, man, what I'm hearing...
You're not going to address that, though?
These brothers, well, I hear you saying that, all right?
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I know, I hear you saying that, but you're saying that, we don't have any gripes and this and that, but it's like you casting these aspersions like, these brothers haven't done the internal work. They all hate black women.
Hold on. Let me address that. I never use all. I didn't say all, brothers.
We don't either.
As a matter of fact, I made a distinction. I did make a distinction. I said, brothers, it's fine if you organically want to go out. I'm damn near verbatim. It's fine if you want to go out and meet somebody and it happens natural and it's all good and you're traveling and it's great. And if you meet somebody, in Brazil or in Panama, I don't care where you meet them. If you meet them and it's organic, great. I'm an advocate of that. I said, however, if your search is prompted by your unhealed wounds, if, not all, if. So again, I'm illustrating your gripe because you're really not listening to what I'm saying. You're defending what you believe. Continue.
Exactly. And I'm definitely defending what I believe because there are brothers who are going out here to exercise their options. And they don't need the answer for anything. They haven't done any crimes. And these are not like the lowest rungs of the community and stuff like this. These are upstanding, outwardly mobile, brothers who are doing their thing. They're usually, traveling is not cheap. These are not some rusty, dusty, What we say on this side, Pookie Ray Ray Tyson. These are not some dudes like that. These are higher echelon dudes who are making these type of moves and decisions. And we don't need to be catching flack from other brothers who are just going to be like, oh, well,
Hold on.
y'all are doing this and doing this.
Hold on.
Like, that's not the case.
Hold on, Chris. We doing good right here. You, as in we, the brothers who go and do these things are not rusty dusty. That wasn't implied either. Again, when you identify with something, you tend to defend it. You have to pick your battles wisely because this conversation wasn't what it's not how you framed it, brother. Because on every point that you brought up, I acknowledged that at some point in the show, I acknowledged that there's a certain group of brothers that are doing their thing because they want to. I didn't say all, you said all. Do you understand? So again, when you identify with something, you tend to blindly defend it, even when it doesn't need defense. You heard that old saying, hit dogs holler? We wasn't talking to you, but you made it like we were talking to you. So we didn't address, do you understand what I'm saying? But do you comprehend what I'm saying? Because clearly I got to walk you back through the conversation I had earlier where the points you made that you accused me of saying, I have debunked those. So how do you move forward?
So you're saying it's predicated on, so those who are moving based off of if the passport movement and things of this nature, because we hear guys talking about, oh, these are black manosphere guys, these guys are this, these guys are that, red pill guys. Yes, we are. And the thing is that there are underlying gripes that some brothers are just like, because you have more of the pro-black side of the house who say, oh, you brothers need to stay and fight. You got
so wait, hold on, Chris. Let me understand. Did you just say that you do have gripes? Because before you said you had gripes, you said you guys are upwardly mobile brothers who do it because you want to. Now, if you're doing it because you're prompted by a gripe, do you not prove my point? One of the points I was making. Did you not just prove my point?
My thing is that I'm agreeing with you, but I'm saying it's because these brothers have the option to do so. What I'm trying to illustrate is this. Some brothers will say, hey, man, you need to stay and fix your community. Fine. If some brothers want to sit on that hill and do that thing, that's okay. But what you're speaking to, passport bros are brothers who have decided, no, we're not doing that. We're going to exercise our options and go different locations for whatever it is that we want.
And listen, Chris, let me just say this too, Chris. I love the fact that you guys have options. And I love the fact that you can execute that. However, back to the point I made that you somehow didn't bring up or glossed over, it doesn't matter if you have options. If you haven't conquered the inner work, the gripe, the slight, whatever dysfunction you may have come from. A lot of people don't think they've come from any dysfunction. But if you haven't, listen what I'm saying, brother. If you don't conquer the inner work, it doesn't matter where you go, you're actually going to call that in from whatever group of people or race of people or culture you visit. You're going to call in that relationship that will expose that. That's the point I was making. Chris, you have the floor.
But brother, my thing is this: you're speaking about the inner work. Fam, the inner work is not the issue with the black community as it stands right now. Black men's inner work is not the issue that is plaguing the black community right now. That's not what's the problem, brother. You're speaking on a gotta carry him over. Oh man, it doesn't.
Wait, hold tight, Chris. Chris, hold tight. I gotta carry you forward. Stay with me. Don't leave. Boy, you crazy than a bag of angel dust, but we gonna keep it cooking. Chris, stay with us. North Carolina in the building.
When we come forward.
Huffington Post reports a mental health crisis among black students. Maisha Cairo here with your
Inner
Black
work
Minute
is
News.
not
Rates of depression
our
and
biggest
anxiety
issue.
among black students
All
have
right.
been increasing at a staggering rate. A study from the National Institute of Health found that approximately 34% of black students reported feeling so depressed in the workplace.
I love it.
Also been dealing with additional stress of bomb threats at
Hey,
their
we're at
universities.
94, 96. This is one of the best conversations we've had on this motherfucker, man. Y'all gotta get us to our benchmark. Don't leave us hanging. Damn.
Complications and abortion restrictions could increase the maternal mortality rate for black women. Huffington Post also reports that the quest to raising awareness for mental illness among black Americans is a priority. Tell us what you think about this story.
Hey, this is the best call in the world. Thank you. Come on, family, get us to the super chat mark.
Life is uncertain. It's okay to feel stressed, anxious, worried, or frustrated. It's normal. With Cal's free and secure mental health resources, it's easy to get the help you and your loved ones need
$110 away.
the most.
Basically.
Call our warm line at 833-317-4673.
No, $100 away. 106.
Today.
KBLA Talk 1580 invites you to join us in celebrating the season of giving by being part
Hey,
of the
yo, this shit
solution.
lit.
As we enjoy great
This is
food,
one of the littest
family,
shows
warmth,
ever.
well-wishes,
Y'all bullshitting
and
me,
whatever
man.
our festive tradition may be, we share
And
the joy of the
Zinga,
season
thank
by
you.
reaching out to
99,
Please
96
help us to
is
help
where we
others
sit.
with the KBLA Cover the Houseless Cozy Community Coat and Blanket Drive. All you have to do is drop off
Wow.
new or clean, gently used winter coats and blankets in the KBLA lobby during business hours. Now through December 20th, all of the coats and blankets will be donated to unsheltered individuals and families experiencing houselessness. Simply bring your donation to 4434 Crenshaw Boulevard in Los Angeles.
Did I
Berlin
refute
Avenue,
every
from 9
point
a.m.
he
to 5
made?
p.m. weekdays. That's
Did I?
4434 Crenshaw in historic.
I just want to make sure. Did I
During the
refute
holidays
every
and every day, let's
assumption
remember, we
and
keep us
point
safe.
that he
We
made?
keep
Did I?
us warm. We are the safety net, and together we can cover the unsheltered. Get caught up in the spirit of the season, the spirit of love. Make a difference with your friends at KBLA Talk 1580.
I just want to make sure I'm making sense.
More. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Perfect song for y'all right now.
I used to live downtown, 129th Street, Convent. Everything's upbeat, parties, all in the park, nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason back in the building. That's my big brother, Cool Mo D. Wild Wild West. My playlist is my co-host, Classic Hip Hop Tonight. I was in a very, very good conversation with the young brother, Chris from North Carolina. I want to bring him back in here. Chris. Yes. So really quickly, brother, to reiterate, I know that there are different class of men who go all over the world, who travel, who experience all types of women. Fine. That wasn't my argument. My point was, if there is a faction of brothers who are going because they've given up on the type of women black women are. Now, again, black men and women in America, African Americans, were cultivated by the same toxicity. This is how I started the show. We manifest our toxicity in different ways than our women do. But I think we hold our women for their hold our women accountable for their toxicity, but I don't know if we hold ourselves accountable for our own. Now, brother, I hear you. Yes, you're not dusty and you guys have the resources and all of that. But if you've listened to this show is about spiritual evolution. You said the black community shouldn't worry about trauma and toxicity and all of that stuff. Could you go deeper into that?
My point about the trauma and the toxicity is that the way this is being shaped, because you brought up the point and you said that black men, y'all need to focus on your trauma, your toxicity. Of course, man. I mean, those are the type of things.
But that's not what you said when we went to break. You double backing. Now you pedaling backwards.
No.
Come on now.
No. Let me phrase it properly, right?
All right.
You said that these are the reasons. You said that those are the reasons behind a lot of the dysfunction. Is that black men need to work on their internal person.
Yes, for a certain group. Yes. Yes, for a certain group of men. Remember that. We said that though. We literally said a certain group of brothers. We didn't say all brothers. That's not what we say on this show.
But the anchor of what we're referring to though is passport bros now. So now that's the thing. So what I'm speaking to in terms of passport bros. What we're speaking to in terms of passport brothers and brothers who travel, these are a certain set of guys who have decided that their best option is going to be to travel to look for better whatever. It could be women, it could be resources, and it could be just wanting to get out of the country. And yes, there are a section of brothers who say, hey, I'm done with community, I'm tired of the issues, I'm tired of the nonsense. And they don't feel it is their place to stay here and fix what they feel they did not break. That's the anchor.
I got you. No, I hear that, but I hear that, Chris. But here's the flaw in your argument. You assume that all of the passport bros are a monolith ideologically, meaning you guys all think the same. And you can't show me a group of people anywhere on the planet Earth that all think exactly the same. Black people aren't a monolith. So I'm sure a small group like the passport bros are not monolithic either. So do you see that? I'm sure some of y'all think differently. And you admitted yourself that many of you guys go with a grudge. You have a grudge, a legitimate grudge to you. All right then. That kills the monolith of the point you just made.
But we are referring to what you're saying though. That's what I'm sticking to. So what you're saying is that for those that do, and I'm speaking to the ones that do, because I'm staying there, and I'm letting you know for those brothers that do, because now we're getting smaller and smaller and smaller in our numbers of who we're talking about. Those brothers, they don't. The vast majority of black community, or even black women for that matter, they don't care about those brothers. They don't care about those brothers anyway. So my thing is, what is the point of trying to, we need to hold a candle to these brothers and tell them they need to do the internal work, they need to do this. For what outcome? For what reward? Because you're making it sound like, if these brothers were just this, they would have better outcomes.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Like, no, that's not the case.
Again, so Chris, again, you clearly don't listen to the show, and you clearly don't understand the voice of the show. And it's fine, brother. You are entitled to your perspective. But I would ask you to do this. Instead of defending your ideology, tune into the show from time to time and just listen to the content so you can get a better understanding of what exactly we do here on this show. Hey man, I'm proud that you are a passport bro and you go all over the world and enjoy yourself. And I want you to continue to be able to do that. Thank you for calling in to the Voice of Reason. We appreciate you, brother. You brought North Carolina in the building. You're welcome to call back anytime.
Appreciate you.
Boy, that was a masterclass on not listening. But it's okay. The Voice of Reason will allow it. Listen, I got to move forward. I can't get to all of the callers that are on here. Listen, Danny Morrison and Robin Ayers are on their way in. It's about to be fire. They're going to keep the fire lit. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
No one would ever come in our block and terrorize us. The gangs that used to do it, now they idolize us.
Guns.
We don't like to use them unless
I loved every moment of that shit.
like a man that beats down with our hands, the body slam you with.
That was a master class. A master class of not listening. I love it.
Masterclass of not listening. You ain't kidding. I was listening to him like that, dude.
Like, what are you talking about?
You can always tell that they ain't listening to the voice of reason, I tell you that.
You don't listen to this show. I just want to be able to go all over the world and date women because the women here don't like me. Get your goofy ass out of here.
Raise up. Bone out, sucker.
Get up out.
We don't need you.
On the goofy side of the game, bounce. They're going to love me over there, I promise. Get your puss ass out. Ah! All right, y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Deuces. All right.